It's about time. Hey guys, it's your girl Delio with PhilaDehliaEagles.com, and karma is finally making its way back around to Tom Brady and this Patriots team. The league, after releasing the Wells report a few days ago, has officially come down with a punishment for Tom Brady and the team. And Tom Brady is being suspended for the first 4 games of this upcoming season, as well as the team will lose a first-round draft pick in the 2016 draft, as well as a 4th-round draft pick in the 2017 draft. And on top of all that, the team will be fined
$1 million.
Now, to be honest with you guys, I really believe that this is an appropriate punishment for what went down with this team and with Tom Brady. As an Eagles fan, I will admit I get some gratification out of this, because my team was beat by the Patriots a few years back, right when their whole Spygate scandal kind of came out. And I think people look at their cheating as influencing just one game, and that's not the case, because when you look at the text here, it shows week 7, Tom Brady was having this discussion with these guys that worked within the Patriots staff. Having that slight competitive advantage with athletes that are at equal levels can be a game changer. It can be the difference of a win or loss, and in a first half of a game, it can be a difference of the momentum and mental state of the team. Now, believe me, I've had conversations with several Patriots fans, and there is some rationalizing going on with this fan base, and I get it. I mean, I've heard you guys out, and you love this team so much that you feel you, in a sense, need to defend them, and you don't want to believe that darker side to your team. And I respect you. I mean, I respect the reasoning for that, but I'm here to give you my side and why I feel this is appropriate. Now, the response from Patriots fans so far has been it's not appropriate. They feel it was too harsh of a, punishment for their team. But here's the way I look at it. First of all, your team has this track record, okay? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And the thing about that, there's probably a lot more that we don't know about that you guys get away with. So the fact that we've had so many scandals come out on your team leads me to believe that there is so much more your team is doing to get that unfair competitive advantage. And, I feel if you get caught, you need to be punished appropriately, especially if you already have a prior crime, similar crime against you. So one of the cases being made when I was having a discussion with a Patriots fan is that there's no clear, conclusive evidence. It's all speculation. Now, with this, and they're trying to say the Wells report is just BS, that it's a load of crap and doesn't prove anything. And to me, when I read those texts, it was clear as day for me. And I want to kind of reference some of those just to get your interpretation on it and give you mine. So here we go. On October 16th, which is the day the Patriots hosted the Jets, there was a text conversation had between 2 Patriots staff members, and they're the ones handling the balls. And here's what was said. Tom is acting crazy about balls. He's saying they aren't good enough. Then they referenced Tom saying, talked to him last night. He actually brought you up and said you must have a lot of stress trying to get them done. Now, the first question I have is, why would he be stressed when dealing with ball inflation? And in my thoughts and in human behavior, the only reason you're stressed about something that should be simple is because you are nervous of getting caught, or there's something that makes you nervous because there's something wrong going on within that simple task. Was this guy nervous about what he had to do and nervous about getting caught? That's the first question I have. Now, then he goes on to say the refs effed us. A few were almost at 16. They didn't recheck after they put air in them. Here, in this situation, I'm interpreting it that they underinflated the balls. The refs noticed it, they put more air in them, actually more air than there should have been, and before they put the balls out on the field. There you have it. Already week 7 of the NFL season, they're already tampering with the balls and they're observing refs' behavior. Okay, so they are scoping out the scene, seeing how they're going to handle this situation. That means they went through 11 games to get to that AFC Championship game, where that entire path, they had been tampering with the balls that entire time to perfect their system. So with me, it goes beyond just that one game. It was the entire season. Week 7, tampering with the ball during that time affects your record. It affects the outcome of all the teams that play you. So I feel this definitely needed to be a serious punishment. Okay, so let's say that we all agree that, yes, the balls were underinflated. Tom Brady was aware of it, which is clear in these texts. Now, the next argument that some Patriots fans have made is that, well, it's not that big of a deal being underinflated. You know, it doesn't affect the game that much. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example here from my own personal experience as an athlete. Now, my senior year of college, I should have gone undefeated. I lost one game. I still graduated MVP, but I lost one game. And there were 2 factors that played into that. One, I was unprepared because it was a team that I normally just beat really easily. They sucked, so I hadn't anticipated them investing all their money into their number 1 player that was really good. Secondly, they use Dunlop balls, which is the crappiest of all the tennis balls, when normally our league, our conference, you're supposed to use Wilson balls. Those are the college grade tennis balls that we would use. Now, they use Dunlop balls. They affected my game. I'm not used to hitting with those balls. When I use them, I noticed it when I made those shots. The shots that would normally be winners, that would be right on point, they were flying out. They were hitting the net. I couldn't find that in between. And when I started to hit my groove, it was too late. I lost that match. But next time we played around, because they're in our division, we played them the second time around in our home court, where we used the regulated balls, the Wilson balls, which is what we normally play with, and I beat her and made her cry. So, you know, the equipment, even a slight difference in just changing the brand, okay, that will affect whether you win or lose in some instances when you guys are both evenly matched. We have 11 games in between from this week 7 text message to that AFC Championship game when they got caught. And the only reason they got caught is because the defender noticed the difference when they intercepted the ball. Had nobody said anything, had that defender just shrugged it off as nothing, they still would have been doing this same behavior. So I think this was good to send a message to this Patriots team who thinks they can get away with everything, and to the league. I mean, there's statements made that, yes, players, they do bend the rules. I think Chip Kelly, he's a guy that tries to bend the rules, think outside of the box, but they don't blatantly break the rules. That's the difference here. So it's clear he broke the rules, and I'm glad the NFL fined him. One thing that I think the league should have also done was let us know what they would have done had Tom Brady not lied, and had he complied with the requests of the league, what would have the lesser punishment have been? Because I think in the future that would entice players to be more forthcoming when they are under investigation, knowing that, hey, they will benefit from, you know, down the line, they're eventually going to get caught, may as well get a lesser charge as a result of, you know, kind of owning up to your faults. So to close out, I want to talk about the whole PSI rule as a whole. The reason it's unfair in Tom Brady's case is because the other quarterbacks are having to abide by these rules, and maybe they do like the balls to be underinflated to get a better grip, but they don't get that advantage, but Tom Brady did and got a Super Bowl. But I think overall, if you just take that rule away and let the players pick their own, way that they like to have the football inflated, I think then it's not a problem. If everybody gets to play by the same rule, it's not a problem. And, I think maybe they should remove it. In tennis, we get to customize our strings and our tension to whatever we like. And all these players have different preferences. Some like tighter strings, some like looser strings. And as long as everybody else has the option to have those customizations to whatever they prefer, then it's fair. But having the law, having the rule there, and having one player break the rule and get away with it, then it wouldn't be fair. So what do you guys think? Should this rule be just kind of taken away? And do you think this fine was fair, not fair? What's your reasoning? Put it in the comments below. And that's it. I'm going to sign out for now. It's your girl Delia with PhilaDehliaEagles.com signing off. E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!